Hello. We've seen in previous screencasts how to plot data and how to change the styling of a data plot. What we're going to see now is how to put data plots and function plots together. So what we have to do in order to do that is actually create the data plots and the function plots separately and then superimpose the two pictures on top of one another. To get the superimposition stage correct, we're going to have to give each of our individual plots a name and then tell Mathematica to superimpose everything in a named list. So if we're going to have a function superimposed on these data points, we'd have to give this data point a plot a name. I'll call it P1, and so I've said P1 equals, and that's the name of the plot. If I shift enter on that, the name gets registered. So now whenever I type P1, shift enter, the plot comes up again. So Mathematica knows what P1 is. And I'm now going to plot the function, and I'm going to again follow the course notes, and further down in the course notes below the data on the next page it says that a function that goes through this data is given by 20x squared plus 15. So we're going to plot that function. We're going to plot 20x squared plus 15. And if I'm superimposing it on top of the data, I should have my x numbers vary across the same range as the data. Although it looks a little bit better if I start the graph just before the data and finish it just after. The data begins at 0, so I will start my curve at negative 0.2. The data finishes at 1.5, so I will finish my curve at 1.7. And that's the basic plot. I will need to name that P2 equals, and shift enter to take a look at what it looks like, and now I'm going to show both of them together. So show the data P1 with P2 the function. Notice it's a list of objects, so I have to put it in braces and then close the square brackets and see both of them together. Fortunately that hasn't quite worked because one of the data points is missing. Mathematica does this sometimes. It believes that that picture is the better picture to be seeing, but I disagree. I'd like to see the fourth data point. In order to make Mathematica show me the data point, I just have to extend the range of view. I have to zoom out, and we saw how to do that earlier with plot range. And plot range, we have to assign it the value. We have to list the x range, which goes from negative 0.2 to 1.7, and the y range that I want to view at should start at, let's try starting at 0 and going beyond 70. Notice the graph above went beyond 70, so I'll go up to 90 to make sure I get it. And there, yes, I've definitely got all 4 data points. That's maybe zoomed out a little bit too far. I think I can zoom in a little more. I can certainly start my x range at 10 and I think finish it at 70. So 10, 70. Zoom back in. Yes, and that's a good view.